You guys ain't gonna do nothing? Nah, nah, we can't just leave him, like, you know?
Did you think you were gonna die?
Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about a story coming out of Driftwood. Now, I usually, like I said, was only going to do Scarborough cases, but Scarborough cases are hard to find. If you know any of them, let me know in the comment section. But I have to go back to the West and talk about this story because this man survived something that many people would have never even come close to. And they named this man the Toronto Miracle Man. So let's go into the story now. It's a 29-year-old, and he goes by the name of Jamal. And that's his, I don't know if that's his real name or his artist name or whatever, but his name is just Jamal. And he's a reggae artist, and he does, I think it's called reggae blues. I never heard of that genre before, but that's what he do for a living. The man's a reggae blues artist. So on June 10th of 2018, Jamal was walking two of his friend them back to his car or their friend's car. So it was three of them in total. And this took place around I think like 4:30 a.m. I'll say between 4 and 4:30 a.m. I remember now they're in the Driftwood area and they're at specifically 396 Driftwood in the parking lot of that complex, that townhouse complex. But this is when the story gets dark because while he was at the car, there was three people that winded up coming up to them. I think it was one of them at first, and then two others came up to Jamal and his friend them. Now, one of the guys started to like, you can tell that there was something going on because we have the full video and I'm gonna play that for you guys. It looked like they were talking about something. Turns out they were being robbed, right? The man them were robbing them. And then all of a sudden you can see that the man boxed Jamal in his face with a gun and Jamal dropped on ground. He just fell to the floor. Now, what happened to the two other friend them? I'm not sure. I believe they just ran off, but for some reason it was Jamal they were coming after. And I don't know if Jamal was, taking on badness or whatever, or if he was just complying. But they wind up licking him in his face. He dropped on the ground, and then the youths them ran off, right? But they came back, and when they came back, all three of them emptied their clip on Jamal alone. And Jamal was shot 30 times. They say that he was shot at, I think they said 33 times, but it was close range shots, like right there in the man's face. They were just shooting, shooting, shooting 30 times. But here's where the miracle comes in, because despite being shot 30 times, the man got up and went to the hospital himself. Once again, I don't know what happened to the two friend them. I think they just like ran off. I really don't know. I don't know if they went in their car or how it go. But the friend them, the you walked to the hospital and he went by himself, not with the friends. Went to the hospital, showed them his health card. Now, one report said that he walked, but when I searched up where the nearest hospital was around that area, I don't know if the man could have walked, especially after being shot 30 times. So I don't know if he drove, but I don't know. He got to the hospital and showed them their health card, so he went by himself. Now I want to play you guys the video, right? And it might be a little graphic to some, so you already know, be advised. But I want to play you guys that video and I'm gonna be right back. All right, so you guys just seen that video. Now I want to play you guys. The audio on this video is terrible, but it comes from Global News. And on my podcast, we don't go over the trial and the suspects and all those stuff. I stay away from those things on my show. But you can always go do your own research to find your own information. But this comes off of Global News. All my information comes off of the news. And The audio is terrible. You can't hear nothing really good. You can kind of hear what the man's saying, but I suggest you turn on your closed caption or whatever that thing is called with the words so you guys can understand what the man is saying better. I want to play you guys Jamal talking about his experience and I'll be right back.
We kind of thing like, you guys aren't gonna do nothing? And he's like, nah, we can't just leave him, like, go back for him.
Did you think you were gonna die?
I didn't know what was happening. I was in a state of like out-of-body experience. So I was going in and out of blackouts. I remember getting to the hospital and they were basically telling me like I walked in there with my health card, like nothing was wrong. And I don't remember like after that.
You're hard to kill. I mean, they try hard.
They definitely.
All right, so you guys just heard that. Now, after Jamal got shot the 30th time and they moved him to the trauma center, the man ended up making a full recovery. As you guys just seen, he's sitting down in office talking to the news. He hid his identity, so you can't find the man's face, and I don't think he wants his face out there, understandably. But you can see in the pictures that the man is standing up fine. The man is supposedly he said he can't move his arms and stuff at times. He has a few movement issues, but for the most part, the man's fully ill. Now, some people get shot once and they're either dead or can never walk again. And this man was shot 30 times and is walking, talking. He has a little PTSD, he said, but for the most part, the man is perfectly fine. And I want to get onto my thoughts with this whole situation because I really do feel, and I don't know if you guys are spiritual, I don't know if you guys believe in God, but I'm a worshiper and I do believe in Jesus. And I believe that God was on this youth's side. And this is why when people tell me certain things like they don't believe in God or that they don't believe in protection or whatever it is, that's so false because here's a perfect example. You're not going to tell me that you got shot 30 times and you're just lucky. Because you ever hear of a person get shot 30 times? I think they said 50 Cent got shot like 18 times. This youth got shot nearly double that. So just imagine. But the next point I had was I don't know, because in my podcast and some of the few episodes that we've done, I've always talked about going outside at a certain time in certain area. And in no way am I victim blaming or nothing like that. But this is just the next example to show why you cannot come outside in certain area at certain time. Because he was just walking his friend's car and look what happened. You know what I mean? But in certain area, I said, bro, I suggest you just don't go outside at a certain time because things like this will happen. But I want you guys to let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you think God was really on his side, like what I believe? Because this is like they named him a miracle man. Nothing like this was ever heard of in the city before, from what I'm aware of. Getting shot 30 times and is walking around fine. But the man has PTSD and couple injury. It's sad either way that you had to go through that because, like you said, he's traumatized. You know what I mean? But thank God the youth's alive. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole episode and situation. If there's anything I'm missing out, let me know. And if you want to add, put it in the comment section. You don't know. Until next time on Talk the Things podcast.